What's up guys, Protagonist here, and today I'll be doing an all-new deck profile on the Raging Form / Abyss deck, which made it top 3 in Japan. Basically it was the same tournament as the Ting Blaster Dragon deck. So yeah, apparently this new deck actually made it to top 3, with first and second going to Blaster deck. However, I find this deck is really strong, and it's one of those cancer deck people have been going around talking about it. So I decided to do an analysis on the deck and explain why this deck is so strong. Alright, first, this deck is made possible because of the all-new GBT-06, the two common cards, which is Maul and Dark Breath Angel, which allows you to do an additional restand with a RFD if played right. So Ting Saber Dragon now is not the only Vanguard that can restand attack 3 times. Now our great friend Raging Form here can do it at a much cheaper cost, at a cost of 2 Count Blasts and just having her on the field. So yeah, I'll be explaining why some cards are used in the deck, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, first we play 4 copies of Raging Form Dragon. Alright, Raging Form Dragon skill is, after this unit attacks, it's a limb break skill, so after this unit attacks, you may sacrifice 3 Ranger units and Superior Write this card from your hand onto another Raging Form Dragon. If you do, that unit gains plus 10k power. So for no Count Blast, you could sacrifice 3 Revenger units and you can resend and attack again. Very good card because it doesn't need Count Blast, which is a really good plus already. Very cheap cost, so you can use a Count Blast to spend a Count Blast on a Maul or Dark Breath, so that you can resend another time. So resend again. So yeah. Second ability is Count Blast 1. When this unit attacks, you may pay the cost of 1 Count Blast. If you do, gain plus 3k power, 14k. Pretty decent, I guess. Not really needed skill. It's a very strong unit because it is a limb break unit. There are many times that I actually got killed by a RFD player because I'm still at grade 2. He called out limb break enabler, so he's able to resend 2 times, and I actually got driven to 5th damage even while I'm at grade 2. So at grade 3 it didn't go well for me because I had to gut everything, which is horrifying. Alright, 4 copies of Raging Form Dragon, the boss monster of the deck. Alright, secondly, they only play 3 copies of Phantom Blaster Dragon Abyss. Phantom Blaster Abyss. Ability Legion with Blaster Dark Revenger. Yeah. Ability Count Blast 2. When during the turn this card is in Legion, you may pay the cost and sacrifice 3 units. After this unit attacks the Vanguard, you can sack 3 Revengers and you can resend this unit. So it's a really good card because it allows you to do resend. How it's different from Ting Saber Dragon is, Ting Saber Dragons, when you check trigger for your first attack, you won't be able to pump it to Ting Saber and resend attack again. But Abyss is able to, like, first attack, okay, I add triggers to him, resend attack again, the trigger effect stays. So that's what makes Abyss much stronger than the Ting Saber, but both have its benefits and weaknesses. So yeah, 3 copies just because this is a backup, right? A very good backup, right, though. So both are viable, both are good right targets. Alright, next is 4 copies of Dark Breath Angel. What Dark Breath does is, Counter Blast 1 when this unit is placed into the drop zone from your Rearguard circle. So if she's being retired for the RFD ability or Phantom Blaster Abyss ability, if you have a grade 3 greater with a Revenger, which is these 2, you may pay the cost. If you do such a deck for one grade 1 Revenger, cut the name and call it to Rearguard circle, then shuffle your deck. However, at the end of the turn, that you retire the unit being caught by this effect, which is okay because anyway you got to sack it off anyway, so the end turn retire thing doesn't really matter. So what we do is, normally we use her skill to search up for Maul, which allows you to fetch another RFD so that you can do your RFD combos again. This card is really good right now because it allows you to do, what RFD is lacking is 1 additional rearguard so that you can resend another time, and she is the key card for you to do the double resend. So as long as you have her on the field, prepare for double resend. This deck is that consistent right now. Alright, 4 copies of Blaster Dark Abyss. Very powerful card. Counter Blast 1 while you control a Revenger Vanguard, you can Counter Blast 1. And retire 1 grade 2 and below rearguard your opponent controls. So one of the best cards. Early game, you could just, at grade 2, you could call it to your rear guard circle, pop your opponent's starter if they use full dark bow. If they use full bow, you can just pop. Is it full bow? I forgot. Judge bow, sorry. You can pop their starters, which is great. Next is 4 copies of Mana. Her ability is when this unit is called to the rear guard circle, and if you have a Revenger Vanguard, or Shadow Paladin Vanguard, search your deck for 1 Revenger unit and grade 1 Revenger and below. Grade 1 and below Revenger and super card to the same column as this unit. So basically what we do is we call her. If you need to limit break, you can search your limit break enabler so they can activate RFD skill to restand this turn. Or you could search for Maul if you need to fetch an RFD. So she's a recruiter for free, no Counter Blast, no Soul Blast. Very good card. And however, the card needs to be sent back to the bottom of the deck at the end of turn, but it won't happen since you'll be sacrificing it anyway. 4 copies. So she's generally a +1 in the deck. She even helps you for your Cleric's Aura Gazer Strikes if you need the extra cards in your hand. Next is the grade 1. 4 copies of Maul. Vigor Revenger Maul. His ability is... Give me a sec, I confirm. Counterblast 1 card with the Revenger in the name. If you do, when this unit is placed on a rear guard circle, you can counterblast 1 Revenger in the name. If you do such a deck for a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Revenger the card name. So most of the time, if you search for RFD, since you need RFD to write or RFD to restand. So yeah, great card. Yeah, and add that card to your hand. So you can just call it and +1 card into your hand, which you need for discarding. 4 copies because it's a staple in the RFD deck. 4 copies of Limit Break Enablers, so not explain that, self-explanatory. 4 copies of Revenger Perfect Guards. We use Revenger ones because sometimes you might actually just throw him onto your field to sack to finish off your opponents. So it's better, and we still have a lot of Counter Blast that costs Revenger E-Special Counter Blast, so we play 4 Revengers just for that. 2 copies of K-Clones. As long as you have a Revenger Vanguard, it is a 10k attacker. Very good, no GB skill, so you can rush early game with 10k beat sticks. 8 crits, because it's an offensive deck. 4 draws and 4 heals. Alright, next is 1 copy of Judge Bow. Judge Bow, when this unit boosts Phantom unit, so Phantom, a Raging Form is not a Phantom, but what you call it? Phantom Blaster Abyss is a Phantom. So when you boost a Phantom, you can Counter Blast 1 and put it in, boost a Phantom and hit, Counter Blast 1 and put it into your soul. Search your deck for 2 grade 1 cards and call them to your rear guard circle in rest. So this way you can get additional 2 cards for free. So it's a very good card. And if you see this on your opponent's field, please bomb it. Yep. Alright. For the strikes, for now we've got actually just copying the Japanese list. The Japanese original website link to their deck, which is the same thing, is down below at the description. So I'll leave a link right there if you guys want to check out. So yeah, basically I'm just gonna follow their build. 1 Aura Gazer set, 3 Gazers and 1 Doom. Yeah, Gazer skill. Gazer skill basically, when this unit attacks the Vanguard, they may pay the cost of Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, and flip a copy of itself face up. If you do, retire 2 units, check the top 2 cards of the deck. For each grade 1 you check with the effect, you can gain, this unit gains plus 5k power. So yeah, that's all. So gain additional cards to your hand. Use mana to gain mana, lol, and you can sack them off for free stuff. Yeah, pretty nice. And Doom skill is pretty much the same, but it's just Counter Blast 1, flip a copy of Aura Gazer in the G zone face up. And when it is an activate skill instead, sack 3 units and check the top 2 of cards of the deck. For each grade 1 checked, you can retire 1 card your opponent controls. So yeah, it's just there as a your second strike if you still want to retire stuff. No, just in case you want to retire stuff, their starters and stuff. 4 copies of Phantom Blaster Abyss. No, sorry, Phantom Blaster Diablo. Damn it, so many blaster units, I'm so confused already. Alright, ability is when this activate, flip 1 copy of itself face up and Counter Blast 1. If you do this unit, gains plus 10k power and 1 crit, and it gains a skill. When this unit attacks, you can sacrifice 3 units. If you do, your opponent can sacrifice 2 units. If he fails to sacrifice 2 units, he can't be guarded. That simple. So your opponent doesn't call more than 2 units on the field, punish him with these cards. And you finish your opponent's very good card. It's still a very good card even if you don't retire, because count +1 and flip 1 for what 10k 1 crit is very, very powerful already. It's like a same blow dragon. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed my deck profile on the Japanese Raging Spirit Bliss Phantom Blaster Abyss deck. If you like more deck profiles, be sure to subscribe to my channel and add me on Facebook down below, the link down there. Peace out and love you guys. Rawr.